Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is a recent release from McFarlane Toys. This is the Doom Marauder figure. This is a little different. This is the McFarlane Platinum Edition. You'll notice the somewhat monochromatic look of the figure. So McFarlane's putting out these Platinum Edition stuff. And they're kind of, I say kind of like chase figures is a great way of putting them. I don't remember if they're totally limited, but a little bit harder to get. You got to actually maybe go out and work and go get them. For kind of special occasions, there's a bunch of them they just recently released through, I think, Walmart, through the Walmart convention, whatever it was called, WalCon or whatever. So McFarlane Toys has hooked us up with this figure. As I said when I reviewed the Doomicorn figure for Doom, my response about Doom is I played the first game, I love the first game and had tons of fun with it, but I really have not followed the series since. So the Marauder itself, I can't really compare it to anything from the game. So I'm going to be judging it on the figure itself. To me, the other interesting thing is because it's the Platinum Edition, I don't know what the figure normally looks like, so I'm really judging this figure based on the figure. So it's going to be a lot about its details, its articulation, and the accessories that it comes with. Really judging the figure for the jigger, or the figure, not the they said jigger, like I'm making beer or making a drink. So really judging it on the figure, not necessarily like how well it adapts and makes out like what it's supposed to be from the game. All right, well this is a little bit different of a figure in that it has the weapon underneath, the accessory underneath. A lot of the figures have them in the plastic with the figure itself. And of course, since it's Doom, we get the base. I don't remember if I showed off the box. Let's do the box a little bit. So this is what I can compare it to, is really the back of the box. That's all I've got. I don't know why I don't know this figure, this character from the game. So I'm guessing it's one from like one of the later games. But I got nothing. Let's get out of its packaging. So let's start off. I think I've already just stabbed myself with the figure once. Alright, let's do the standing test. Is always the one I like to do starting off with, just because it's always nice to see if a figure can stand on its own or not. Clearly this one has no problem. I didn't even attempt to do anything to get it to stand, and it stood no problem. Alright, let's go with movement of the figure itself. Let's look at its articulation. It says 22 points of articulation. Alright, we got the ankle, up and down, left and right. It's a little bit good articulation there. Knee looks like it's a single join for the most part. There's a hinge right here. It doesn't look like there's any hinge underneath. There is some twist at the lower leg. I don't think I tested the Doomicorn for that. Hip. Get some movement on the hip is pretty good. What do I keep on stabbing myself with? Oh, it's the skulls on the side. Okay, we'll get to that in a little bit. All right, let's look at here. We've got upper body. Lower is got a little bit of twist, but it's mostly for up and down. All right, let's test the arm. So this is the Smart. These are kind of the hinged shoulder that we're seeing on a lot of figures. Elbow, say one hinge it looks like. Get that cool sound. Wrist. Got all around, yeah, a little bit up and down. The wrist guard is here, so that makes it a little bit difficult to get it up, but you can go and make it down. And there is twisting on the arm as well. Ooh, that's actually really nice hidden hinge right here. Some hidden articulation. That's pretty solid. I do dig that. And then let's look at the head. We got left, right, a little up and down. So that's good. So it's pretty solid articulation. I think actually better than I thought it would be based on how much detail on it. So let's talk about the figure itself. There's a lot of detail on this. I keep on stabbing myself with it, which is fairly impressive. From the top to the bottom, it's just, there's so much detail to it. This is actually really, really, really impressive. And I don't know, I don't have anything to compare it off of. So to me, like, things that, I'm just going to go over things that kind of stand out. We'll start with the boots themselves. I mean, the boots just feel like they have some depth to them. Like, it's you got a shield in the front and the back here, like lower leg shield. The boots themselves have lots of details, lines. I think layers. Layers are the thing that really stands out to me on this. It just feels like there's tons and tons of layers. On the, I don't know what this is called. Skirt. It's not skirt, but you know what I'm talking about. You got the skulls on the side, and it's not just skulls on the side, but each skull has like a small little, like, bones kind of sticking out the top of them. That's what I keep on stabbing myself on. I keep on touching them when I'm moving around the figure, and it literally is stabbing me. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if I break skin at some point. This is another example of really just a good amount of layering. And then you got of course, the pocket to the side. Maybe something could have been done with that, as it's closed, but it looks kind of cool. And of course, you've got weirdly bullets around the waist. It looks like bullets, but it doesn't come with a gun, so go figure. And then, of course, you've got the shoulder armor, which is really neat in that it's got the hinge that a lot of the figure companies have been doing. This one's not popping off, which actually I think is bonus points on it. And then, of course, the arm. The arm's actually, so this is actually cool. I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera, but, like, there's just hair or muscle or whatever, I guess hair on the arm and even the back somewhat. At least it looks kind of like hair, or maybe it's just skin that's demonic skin. But there's a lot of layers and lines, or not layers, but lines, and it just looks worn. It's just like old skin. And you can actually see it on the front too, underneath the head. So this is a figure, it's a really kind of an impressive figure. This is really, really cool. Like, I wasn't sure how much I would dig these kind of like single colored figures a whole lot, but just as something to have on the shelf as like a fan of a property, I'm digging this. Like, this is actually pretty cool. If I just wanted a display figure, maybe put on my desk or something like that. I mean, going into the detail, I mean, look at the axe that it has and all like the lettering that's on there. I think this really just kind of sums up and emphasizes the type of work and detail that's done on this figure, of like how much is on just the axe alone. And it's really, really cool, really impressive. This is good. This is a very solid figure. As I said, like, I was not sure how much I would dig these sort of things as far as just design, or not design, but like, a figure with only color. Like, I like to see the coloring that they do for this stuff, and how well it goes with the design, and like there's something to it. I don't know how the hell get this max axe in. So I am very happy with this. Oh, okay. Well, that was a little bit easier to just do it that way. I just move the hand or fingers and then go with that. So the axe wasn't a complete pain in the butt to get in. But yeah, I think that's maybe the one thing I would knock most of the McFarlane figures is getting the weapons in the hand is not an easy thing to do. And they often are difficult to stay in. You can see it kind of just flops around. Whether or not that is supposed to be the right hand I'm put it in. Alright, so it actually has it in his other arm. So let's try that one. See if I can pull that off. Oh, we got it in. Cool. And it's a little bit better fit on the left arm than the right arm, so yeah, I think it's more meant for the left arm. What did they say? What was it? It was Entourage for something? I don't remember what it was. So yeah, this is a cool figure. I like it. There's a lot of detail. I'm fairly impressed with it. It is way more detail than I thought it was looking at it in the package. The single color is not driving me nuts as much as I thought it would. I don't know the character. I can't really compare it to how the video game is. But as far as someone who is fairly noob when it comes to Doom, I guess you would call me, I'm impressed with the figure overall. I'm impressed with the design. The coloring is actually kind of cool. And I could definitely see it just on my shelf with this sort of pose behind me or something like that. So overall, impressed. way more impressed than I thought it would be. I kind of was sitting there and be like, I don't really want to do this figure, but now that I'm really looking at this figure, I'm happy I checked it out, and McFarlane hooked us up with this. So go. I mean, this is a very solid figure, even if you just like don't have to be a Doom fan. This is one that I would actually say, if like even if you're not a Doom fan, I think there's a lot going for it in toy design and just design never anyway, that you might want to check it out and go get it. So yeah. Out in shops now, you can get the figure. I want to thank McFarlane for hooking us up with this. We're going to go and we'll have some links underneath. Some might be affiliate links. I don't remember. I think this was a Walmart exclusive, but I'm not 100% sure. If it is, not affiliate, but if it's to other places, then there'll probably be some affiliate stuff on it. But by doing those affiliate links, you help support our site. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And speaking of support, just watching the video supports us. And of course, want to thank McFarlane Toys again for hooking us up with review copies. We appreciate it, and thank you for watching. So until next time, as always, you can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, keep playing with those toys, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.